We should be live. Oh, there it is. There we are.
Oh boy.
Alright, let me share this and we're rocking and rolling. Do we know? There we are.
Oh boy.
Alright. Alright guys, so we're live right now. We are in the Casa de Casas. Usually I'm over here saying thanks for joining us and yada 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 and all that other fun stuff. But we're already here, so thanks for being here, I guess. We're over at Artie's house today. He actually got permission to allow us to come visit. He almost took off one of Ben's fingers today already.
Lies.
We have the pictures to prove it.
Mm.
Anywho, what was the show? What's happening over here? I forgot that you get the little notifications on your. Yeah. It took me like 20 minutes just to get this set up on a Macintosh. Jesus Christ! Next time I'm just gonna bring my whole computer, dude.
It's called a MacBook.
Whatever. It's a Mac.
He called it an Apple earlier.
It is an Apple.
It's an Apple product.
Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you guys go like, subscribe, follow, and all the other fun jazz. We got a makeshift show today because we didn't do it last night because we were going to be together today. So usually we're a little bit more prepared and a little more on the things, but we're rocking and rolling. We're going to still keep talking about things that happened this week in sports. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us pretty much everywhere. What you got there, buddy?
Lighting.
Oh, we got some lighting coming in because we're a little dark. As always, guys, there is a 3-drink minimum, so make sure you guys are drinking safely. Let me go to the thingy here. I don't know if the chat would go on without the... there we go. Anyway, guys, whoa!
Keep going.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about some of the things that happened this week. Biggest thing that went down this week... Tiger Woods.
Oh, that's right.
Car accident. Completely shattered one of his legs. They had to put like 8 rods and pins and plates and stuff like that. They said there was no alcohol or any narcotics or anything in his system.
Right.
That's what they're saying, which is good because we all, for those of you guys who have seen the pseudo documentary, yeah, you're a little bit chubby. That's why I'm down here. Nobody can see me. From here up, I look good. From here down, it's no bueno.
Friends used to get in that.
Anywho, everybody who listens to this later will never get that. I'll just cut that out later. So his car, he lost control of his vehicle. He crossed 4 lines of traffic, hopped over a center divider, and then flipped his car into some brush. So people went out there, helped him. He was conscious at the thing, when he got to the hospital. They had to use the jaws of life to get him out of there. So it was pretty bad. It was a pretty bad accident. I saw pictures. Did you see pictures?
I saw pictures of the accident, yeah.
Yeah, oh my God. We're happy he's alive. Do you think he's done golfing?
I mean, he's not done golfing, but he's done winning. He's done winning, I'll tell you that. For sure.
I mean, he came back from those 2 back surgeries.
And did what? Did he win a major?
He's won a major.
I don't think so.
He has. Somebody Google it.
Yeah. As far as I know, he hasn't won a major in at least 4 years, I believe. And he's won on the PGA Tour, but I don't know if he's won a major. But anyhow, I think he's done winning. I don't think he's ever going to win another major. He's already pushing the age limit anyways and hadn't won for... I mean, I could be exaggerating with 4 years, but let's say 2 years, you know? I don't think 2 years would be exaggerating that. But I could be wrong. It's off the top of my head. but he did shatter one of his legs and snapped another ankle. I don't know. They didn't quite say if the ankle was the same leg though. Have you noticed that?
It was a different. There was the other leg. He shattered
one leg.
He shattered I believe it was the left leg. And the right leg, he messed up he broke his ankle. Whatever.
And I saw a doctor breaking down like the hypothesis of how, what it looks like, because they don't know for sure, right? So they haven't released information like the details of it. But this doctor is on there like, okay, if he shattered his leg and he had to have one rod, here's where the rod would be. This is why they would do it. Blah blah blah. And he was breaking it down. So it was really interesting. And yeah, man, I think he's done winning in terms of majors. I think he's gonna compete, dude. But I also think he's getting to that point where he's focusing on his son. His son's pretty damn good, and they're doing, they played that game
father son one,
yeah, that was pretty cool, man. Because he's like, hey, Dad, I got you on this one, So I think it's cool. And we're all, we're expecting Tiger to fade into the sunset, anyways. I kind of wonder at what age does it become that he could go into the senior
PGA? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm imagining over 45, probably.
I would say 50.
Yeah, you see, but I was trying to like lowball it and think 45. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So wait, first off, Tiger Woods won the Masters last year.
No.
Oh, 2 years ago, 2019.
Well, who said 2 years? Who?
You said 4.
I said 4, no less than 2.
Okay. Somebody check the tape. Somebody check the tapes.
Okay. Always right.
Always right, even when he's wrong. Unfortunately.
Maybe 2. I said I was exaggerating with the 4, but I did not think it was less than 2, which I was right. So yeah, man, I think he's done winning majors. Can he sneak off, like PGA Tour event here, where a lot of people stayed away because of the rain and stuff like that? Sure, he might win that.
Yeah.
Can he hustle some people for some money, like Billy Madison or whatever? Sure, why not? But yeah, I don't think he's gonna be playing. I don't think he's gonna be winning majors. I think he'll play in them eventually. I think that's gonna be like the comeback story, right? Like the All-American story. Like, of course he's gonna try to come back.
It'll be the second time he comes back from a big injury. He had that back surgery, like 8 years ago, something like that, 8 to 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's been a while.
And he came back, and they said he wouldn't be the same. He'll never play again. He came back, and he won. So I mean, it's possible, but it's unlikely at this point. At this stage in his life. It is age, I think, I'm going to go with.
Yeah, I didn't realize how old he was. I thought he was closer to our age, but he's quite a bit older than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I believe he's...
47.
Yeah, he's mid-40s, right?
I want to say 47.
Yeah. Let's see here. I believe he's mid-40s. And a little surprised, which makes sense, because I remember when he won his first major, I was a sophomore in high school.
Born December 30, 1975.
So... That puts him 6 years older than us, so 45?
Yeah.
Like I said, mid-40s.
Mid-40s,
what I said, right?
I give that to you. I said 47.
2 for 2.
Are you counting the fingers you almost chopped off my son?
No, because I only got
There's only one. See, you admitted you got one!
Finger is a little...
Yeah.
It's alright, it grows back. It's just the first layer of skin.
It'll grow back.
Oh, man, it was excessive bleeding, and I was very upset at myself. Very upset.
It's going to be okay.
I was about to punch Brent because he jinxed me. I had never had that problem. And then my older son was jumping around there, and I don't know what happened. I'll take the blame. It was me. I was the one that did it, and my godson was bleeding a little bit, and I was really upset. And, my wife knows how stuff like that bothers me, and I'm like, all right. Yeah, I was really upset.
It's going to be okay, Artie. He will survive, I promise you.
He will. It just gets me upset. Anyways.
For as long as he knows how to love.
What else is on the agenda here?
Some golf real quick. Koepka went in today's golf major in Mexico. He came in winning by 1. He right now is in second place, tied for second. He is going into tomorrow, Sunday, the final round. He'll be in here tomorrow, so we'll see what he's doing there. What else we got going on right now in the world of sports? Anybody else?
Well, we got some basketball. The Nets all of a sudden on a damn winning streak, which I hate. They've been doing really well. Same thing with the Wizards. They got on the winning streak, and I feel bad for them because felt like Bradley Beal was really taking things to heart over there, even though they got Russell Wilson. Westbrook, I was going to say Wilson, which we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, we will.
But they finally turned things around. I think they won 5 out of the last 6, which is real cool. I still don't think they're contenders or anything like that. The All-Stars were announced there. Personally, I'm a Laker fan. But I still really don't think Anthony Davis deserved to be there because he's not playing like an all-star. You know, so Charles Barkley had a really good point because he's like me, where he was like, look, Anthony Davis, nobody's saying he's not good. We're saying he's not playing like an all-star. He's missed all these games. They're like, yeah, but he's among the best, blah, blah, blah. We're not saying that when he plays, yes, he's an all-star, but he hasn't been playing. There's other dudes. This isn't a career award that you just say, oh, man, well, you're automatically an all-star because you've had a great career. You know what I'm saying?
It's not how it works. Yeah.
So, to me, he was the biggest dude. And it's pretty interesting because then I saw him, what's his name? Rose.
Derrick Rose?
No. Jalen Rose, announcer, right? He has, and it's really interesting because I agree with him, right? He's saying you cannot say people got snubbed from an all-star team without suggesting who should not be on the all-star team, right? And I think that's a very valid point because we always have all-star snubs, right? Every single year. Every single year. And you're like, okay, well, who are you going to take out to replace them, right? And the two dudes that stood out on my mind, or in my estimation with regard, the biggest snub in the all-star game is even LeBron just says he's the most underrated and most disrespected player in the NBA, is Devin Booker from the Phoenix Suns. He's the dude that went off last year in the bubble, right? Mm-hmm. And he did not make the All-Star game again this year, right? So they're like, okay, well, I'm going to say, like, who deserves to be off? And I'm going to give you two names. Anthony Davis, okay? And you're like, oh, okay, but Davis is a forward and Booker's a guard. Okay, fine. Chris Paul. Chris Paul made the All-Star game. Dude, it is not a career award. You know, if we're taking dudes on this year, Booker beats Paul all day and twice on Sunday, man. You know, so that's who I'm taking and taking him out of there. I don't know who I would replace Davis, but I know for sure Booker is a dude that's got to be in there where you're like, man, that dude, Chris Paul, I get it. Chris Paul is who he is and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm not saying he's not deserving, but we're talking about who's playing like an all-star, who's at that level, and it's not a career award. That's who I'm taking out. That's who I'm replacing. A guard for a guard, Booker. Now, in my estimation, of course Booker's going to get in, and who's he going to get in for? Anthony Davis, because Anthony Davis is hurt, so they're going to give Anthony Davis his all-star credit, right, where he's on the actual team. But that's just my opinion. Okay? What do you think?
I haven't been following basketball as much right now, so I will default to your opinion on this one. Honestly, man, I really haven't. I've been focusing a lot more on the new gig. Finally started the new gig.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm so proud of my big boy. He's got a big boy job now.
I got weekends off now, like a normal adult.
Yeah, he's a white-collared worker now.
No more blue-collar for me.
Yeah.
So I've been paying attention to my baseball. Obviously, really looking at what Ohtani is doing, praying that the gamble that they're taking that he is going to be able to pitch is going to pay off. Because if not, then we're screwed. 12 days from Sunday, another lost season, and there you go. Apparently, they don't like to win there. So as far as the basketball stuff goes, I have to default and let you go ahead and take the reins on that one because I bet that you know more than I do. Right. The only basketball news that I got was Vanessa Bryant calling out
Meek Mill.
Yeah, and she called out
a reporter.
Yeah, for calling Kobe a rapist after he died.
Notice Brett didn't know much about it.
Yeah, I know like that. I know the basics, bro. Basics.
The starting point and nothing else.
I got basics. That's why I have you. I set it up and you.
I didn't know the reporter though. I did not know I don't know who that reporter is, but the reporter was just bringing up old shit, right? Type of thing. Where you're like, what the hell is wrong with you? And then everybody jumped on that reporter's case, and of course the reporter goes in deletes the tweets, and it's like, why are you trying to get attention for? Yeah. Same thing with Meek Mill, just trying to get attention.
Rachel Wood is the.
Yeah, still don't know her, even though I see her name, and I saw her name earlier, but still didn't know who that is. So everybody jumped on her case, which was awesome, and Vanessa Bryant was like, "How dare you?" And quite a few other people came in there, and I agree, I totally agree, because they're insinuating. I don't know, obviously, the details of it was not revealed what happened with the Kobe Bryant case.
Right.
But if the prosecutor, right, could take a case to trial, that means they had enough evidence, so something happened.
Right.
Right now, is it rape? That's just one of those things like, well, it's up to a jury to decide. We're not there, blah, blah, blah. The details aren't there. Of course, they settled...
out of court.
Yeah, out of court, which insinuates like, well, Kobe just... the thing is it insinuates like there was guilt there, right?
Right.
It kind of... Even though there might not have been. But Kobe, and the reason I say might not have been is because Kobe's in the situation where he has enough money to say, you know what, I don't even want to take the chance of jurors finding me possibly guilty. I'm just going to pay her and be like, look, you ain't got nothing anyways, and what's it going to take to, like, make this go away?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you could go in there, and you're probably going to lose, or you could just take some money here and we'll walk away.
If it was about the situation, maybe, you take it to court and take it all the way, but...
Right.
Granted, who knows what happened? We're not speculating. Right. We're not saying yay happened, nay happened, but... I don't want to. That's a very touchy subject there. We're going to go ahead and tiptoe around that one.
So my big thing is, again, like, I personally believe that there just wasn't enough there. You know what I'm saying? And it, I don't want to say it was a race car, but who knows? It might have been a race car,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. I just find it interesting that they basically took the money right away. So when they take the money right away, like so I thought you were gonna lead to, well, if it was really about like rape with the girl, and I'm not saying it wasn't, right, neither or, then she would have been like, all right, we're taking this to court, like we're gonna let the jury decide because you did this and you were wrong and blah blah blah, right? Mm-hmm. Why would you take the money, right? Because if you're like, no, you did this, and you stole my youth or whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm neither or. Like, I could see both sides. Like, okay, well, anybody who really feels they were raped would have just dragged it out, right?
Yeah.
But then again, what if they think it's circumstantial and stuff like that? And they're like, well, might as well make it look like he's guilty. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see so many layers to this, But for that reporter to blatantly say, like, oh, we all know he raped her type of a thing, that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's wrong. I think that's wrong.
Especially, he's no longer here to defend himself. He's no longer here to be able to be like, no, look, let's set the record straight, this, that, yada, yada.
Oh, the NDA is probably not going to let him set the record straight, though.
Set the record-ish, straight-ish.
Okay, defend yourself is definitely the right
Yeah, defend yourself. Okay, we'll go there.
Yeah.
And it's a cheap shot.
Yeah, it's a definitely cheap shot. Yeah, as is Meek Mills. Meek Mills, again, same thing, a dude that is just trying to
promote himself or get more notoriety. Yeah, because I didn't know who the fuck he was before.
Oh, you didn't? I didn't. I know he's Drake's bitch. That's who he was. He's a dude that Drake said that he made a song, right? He made one song, came back, and then made a song and saying, we're going back to back. He still ain't did shit about the other one. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my God.
I don't listen to nowadays music.
You don't watch basketball. He don't know this.
I listen to classic rock music and get out of here.
Good Brett. Talking about shit you don't know.
Absolutely.
Bringing up shit you don't know. Speaking of NBA reserves, I thought it was really cool since Brent doesn't know anything about it. There's a lot of first timers on here. Well deserving if you ask me too. Well, actually, I don't know much about Jaylen Brown of the Celtics. I know he was having a pretty good year. But he got a first time bid on there. James Harden, 9th All-Star selection. Of course, not a big fan of him because he forced trade. Zach LaVine was playing out his mind. Awesome first time All-Star there for the Bulls. Julius Randle, another dude that everybody was like, he's dog doo-doo and should not even be in the NBA and blah, blah, blah. Like, man, I remember so many naysayers at the beginning of the year about Julius Randle. And don't get me wrong, I hadn't followed him since he left the Lakers,
right?
Type of thing. But dude, he's been balling this year. I knew that. Other first timers include Zion Williams is the big name. To me, again, he's like the dude that's getting the torch from the next guys. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like he was a number 1 overall pick, a year ago or the year before, right? And he was hurt pretty much most of last year. I felt like they're coddling him, babying him. Yeah. But this year, man, he's back and he's pretty damn good. To me, he reminds me of like a Charles Barkley, that kind of athleticism and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In fact, I think probably like a more athletic version of Charles Barkley, but definitely reminds me of a Charles Barkley. So yeah, man, it's nice to see some young blood in there. Some of the old bloods, Chris Paul, again, I don't believe he deserved to be there. Donovan Mitchell's a second time player, so I believe he's there. Rudy Gobert, I get it. You know, they need a big man in there. Anthony Davis, number 7. Paul George, same thing, another dude that's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he there if he's hurt, you know? And he's a reserve. Again, I think a lot of times they pick these reserves on purpose to give them an all-star nod, knowing that these dudes are hurt and they're probably going to take that game off and then give it to somebody else anyways.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of like a contract incentive type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm not a big fan of that. But hey, it is what it is. Eastern Conference is super young. Nikola Vujicic from Magic, second time. Jason Tatum, second time. Ben Simmons, third time. Randall first. Levine first. Harden, 9th time. He's the only veteran on the reserves that's been there more than 3 times. And Jalen, first time. And then the starters there was nothing that was surprising about the starters. Probably just Sabonis taking the place of Kevin Durant, I guess, as one of those players in the starting roles. Of course, you know, you got LeBron James, you know, who's going to be a starter, and obviously a really good player. He's probably, again, one of the leading candidates for the MVP, you know, especially with Anthony Davis getting hurt and whatnot, you know?
Yeah.
So, and checking out the starters here. The starters, we have Stephen Curry, who's been ridiculous again. Luka, who's a stud. LeBron, Jokic, Nikola Jokic. I really like him. I can't believe he's only a 3-time All-Star. Mm-hmm. But he's awesome. Kawhi Leonard, you know, Mr. Old Steady right there. And in the Eastern Conference, we got Giannis. We got Bradley Beal, who's been having a very good year.
Right.
Kevin Durant, his 11th, but he's out. Joel Embiid, who's probably another dude that might be a front runner for the MVP as well, too.
Right.
Kyrie Irving, come on, dude. Again, do I even need to say anything with that guy? He misses already half the season. And somehow he's a starter. I get that he's a starter because of popularity vote. The fans want to see him, blah, blah, blah. But, like, really...
Is that how they choose them still? Because at one point they were, like, drafting them, weren't they?
Yeah, they did a draft. I believe it was last year, but this year was not a draft. And they drafted the whole team, yeah. It was by popular vote.
Oh, okay.
So
I know they always... Well, I don't say they always, but they have changed the way that they pick the All-Star team, like, every couple years to kind of...
Yeah, they've tried to switch it up and stuff like that. They've tried... But it seems like... The NBA is always trying with stuff, but it's kind of like they throw it against the wall to see what sticks, and then a lot of it don't stick. But I'll tell you one thing that they did do that I just love, and they're bringing it back this year, and it's sticking. But it's something to do with, like, I forgot how they formatted it, but the game has to end by, like, up to 24, and first team to win by 2 up to 24 points. So, like, let's say going into the fourth quarter, a team is up by 6, right? So they got a 6-point lead up to 24 on the other team. And they did that last year, and it's in honor of Kobe. Dude, it was such a great ending last year. If you didn't get to see the All-Star game and how it ended last year, dude, everybody was on their feet. It felt like a pickup game, you know, within All-Stars. Man, it was awesome. And that's one of the few things that they've done where they threw it against the wall and they said, well, let's see if this sticks. And man... It had a spectacular ending last year.
Really?
Yeah, I highly recommend it if anybody gets. I forget the details of it right now, but basically it turned out to be a beautiful thing, dude. Like a great way to honor Kobe, which I think will lead to the next thing. Have you seen that? My hat's off to Kyrie Irving, but he's pushing for Kobe to be the new logo of the NBA.
I did
and
see
a lot of players are jumping aboard. Even Jerry West, who does not want to be the NBA the logo. He's like, dude, it's not my style. It's not this and not that. He's like, I'm totally fine with it being Kobe, blah, blah, blah. Like, man, like, I'm with it, you know? Like, and they're like, well, it can't be. Because some of the naysayers are like, well, Jordan should be the logo. I'm like, bro, Jordan has his own logo that is worldwide already. So, and in some ways, he is on the logo of the NBA jerseys already anyways. Because, like, some of the teams are sponsored by him or whatever. So they're like, that wouldn't make sense to make him the logo since he has his own logo. It's already universal, right? Where it's the leg spread and, you know.
It's a worldwide company brand, yeah.
So I'm with it. Obviously, Kobe Bryant's my favorite player of all time. And I love that the players are getting behind it. I would love to see them write something up. Literally, like, write something up and propose it to the NBA, you know. And Kyrie's the the VP of the Players Union.
I was gonna ask, isn't he like the president of the
VP? Chris Paul is the president, and Kyrie's the VP. So, like, man, write it up, put it in there, propose it, just like a union, right? Like, I mean, that's what you said. I mean, I'm all for it talking because it means more coming from him because he's the VP. Yeah. But put it in writing, and propose it, and like, let's get a vote or something, you know?
Yeah, like, it's all hearsay and just talk until you start putting down paper and start trying to push it through. You know, you could say the things with the greatest intentions, but unless somebody does anything about it, it's just going to sit there. Yep. It was a great intention, but nobody ever did anything about it. If not Kobe, who else do you think in the history of basketball you would put up there that has a iconic silhouette that you would throw in there? Obviously, we can't do Jordan because he's already branded out.
The only other dude that comes to mind are like, I don't know, maybe some bias, but like, I mean, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was pretty like.
I have the little the skyhook.
Yeah, the skyhook type of thing.
Pretty dope. I would say Shaq, but his logo too. He's got a big old logo.
Shaq might have been another dude too, but yeah, maybe Kareem's the only one that really comes to mind because Kareem had so many MVPs, all-time leading scorer. Yeah, has a couple world titles under his belt. Like, I don't know, like Bill Russell, I know has the most world titles of like any athlete ever or whatever. But I can't think of like a signature thing of his, you know, like how you say Kareem, you're like, he has a skyhook. Yeah. You see that and you're like, oh, Kareem, right? You know, you have Shaq and him like basically bending the rim, you know,
breaking
like
the backboard.
You get it, you know, like you know it's that, you know. But anybody else, I wouldn't be able like to tell you. And there's other great players, like I think of Magic Johnson, but I can't think of a scene. I don't know, a no-look pass, I guess, from Magic, right?
I wouldn't go with
that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're kind of extending and pushing it, right? Like,
so, did they show, like, the mock-up for the thing?
Kobe's thing is basically, like...
the fadeaway jumper?
No. It's like a... It's almost like a Jerry West one, but it looks a little closer and up front. You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
And they don't do a silhouette on it. It's, like, actually him on there. So, they would have to make the silhouette because... Jerry West is a silhouette, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So, I don't know. But that's what we got going on. What do you think of Russell Wilson and his not demanding a trade yet having 4 teams that he would go to? Isn't that... Remember I told you like it's coming from the camp and blah, blah, blah? It's like, if you're not demanding for a trade, how do you have a list of 4 teams to go to? Yeah. Hey, I mean, I'm not saying I want to go anywhere, but if I am... These are the teams I want to go to. You know, and I believe it's the Bears, the Cowboys, the Dolphins, and...
The Raiders?
The Raiders.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Brent's contributing today, folks.
As you guys can see, that would be the logo.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a tribute to Jerry West.
If they went with the silhouette, I don't know if you guys can see that right there. There you go, probably would better.
It looks very similar to Jerry West, so I'm with it, you know, because... Yeah. If you guys don't know, Jerry West was also one of Kobe's mentors. He's the main dude that was responsible for the trade with the Hornets and Lakers happening. Because Jerry West was like, dude, we got to trade whoever we got to trade to get this kid. Like, when they worked him out, you know, they knew he wouldn't be there available when it was his time.
I kind of like that one, though, too.
I don't. I really like the other one because it's iconic? No, it's not iconic. But it's a blend between... Jerry West and Kobe, and again, I really like that. It's still stays within the same realm, you know. And I think Jerry West would appreciate it. Like, yeah, you know, like that was my. I don't want to say a protege. That's not the right word, but something like that, you know.
That's the guy he was going for. Get a little warm in here for you.
Yeah, your burping is horrible.
I have not burped once.
Yeah,
farted maybe, but not burped.
Need a little breathing.
I did see a thing on a 3-team trade for Russell Wilson.
Oh.
It was, so the Cowboys get Russell Wilson, the Raiders get Dak Prescott, and Derek Carr goes to the...
XFL?
No. No, but he goes over, I was going to say the Mariners, but the Seahawks.
Oh, Seahawks. Okay.
They were saying a 3-way trade, get him to go up there, so that would be interesting.
Seahawks definitely lose that one.
Oh, that's right, and all the way.
Yeah. Hey, what's up with Watson? I thought Watson was almost a done deal to go to the Bears, and it just fell apart.
I heard he's a front runner to go to the Jets. He's gonna go over there to die.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Stay with the Texans, but don't go to the Jets.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Really interesting.
The last decent quarterback the Jets had was Sanchez. That first 2 years, and then after that he got hit too many times, and he had the butt fumble, and then it's been fucking a downward slope from there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a good quarterback the Jets had. Vinny Testaverde.
I mean, they had Brett Favre there for a minute. He took them to the championship game.
Doug Flutie was there, though?
I don't know if Flutie was there.
I think he was there. Could be wrong, though, but I thought Doug was there.
Jumpin' Joe, though, or Broadway Joe.
Like, Joe Namath, way back then.
In the 70s and shit.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. But yeah, another real good Jets.
Recently? Nah. They're kind of like the Bengals. They've only had like one or two good quarterbacks in the last like 20 years.
Couple decent ones. I know who I could think of, but I don't know what team he played for. But
who that?
I believe he played for Marshall. Chad Pennington, was that his name? Chad Pennington.
Did he play for the Jets?
Yeah,
Pennington?
He was like a rookie, and he had a really good first 2 rookie years, and then he got hurt and wasn't quite the same. But I remember his rookie year being pretty damn good.
Right on.
I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's the Jets. They still win it.
They're terrible anyway.
Yeah.
To all our New York fans, they're actually terrible. Don't be that guy.
Yeah.
What else we got? Dallas. Speaking of which, Dallas can't nail down a contract with Dak Prescott. Kirk Cousins keeps telling Dak Prescott, "Hey, let them fucking franchise tag you. Don't worry about it. Let it be your friend. He'll make $38.5 million this year if he takes the franchise tag." They are trying to sign it, but he's looking for something in the realm about $40 to $42 million a year for at least 4 years. So we'll have to wait and see what's happening to see if they're going to sign it. They keep talking about Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones. Everybody keeps talking about how they're working on it. Fuck, either sign the guy or don't sign the guy. Trade him or don't trade. Like, do something with him at this point. Do it before the draft. Because if you guys pull somebody out in the draft, you're not going to get somebody. You're not going to get one of the top tier quarterbacks coming at number 10. Go pick up an offensive lineman. Do not pick up another cornerback or a defensive back. Go pick up an offensive lineman. You need somebody to be there who's actually really good, because that's what happened this last year is our line fell apart. Now that big wall, the big offensive line in Dallas, it's falling apart. It's starting to crumble. We need to put new structures up there. We need to put some safety harnesses and make sure the wall stays up. Because Zeke couldn't do shit because he had nowhere to run. Dalton.
I haven't burped though.
Yeah, that was a burp right here.
Yeah, that was like 4 already, at least. And the problem is, well, that time he did it, but the other times he faced at me. And that time he did that, and I was like, dude, really?
But Andy Dalton had the times he had the ability to get a little bit of time, the Cowboys were close in the game. They didn't lose, but they were close, right? But they need that offensive line to build back up, especially if you want to keep Dak up and upright and running.
Yeah. Because
they need that. What are you doing?
Getting a tissue.
Oh, thank you. I'm just crying about shit. Leave me alone. But other than that, the Super Bowl's coming to LA. It's coming up here.
Nice. Tom Brady.
Tom Brady will be here, guys, again.
Hey, did you see that meme? That was hilarious, man.
Which one?
Where it said the only way to really test is
come on!
To trade him to Dallas.
Can Tom take Dallas to the championship?
That'd be the real test.
I thought you were talking about the other one that I saw. Was the year is now 2042, and it's Super Bowl 89. Tom Brady wins his 92nd Super Bowl win or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I saw that one. I thought that was fucking hilarious. I was like, yeah, that'll work.
All right.
What else?
What's going on with baseball?
Oh man! All right. So the Angels still have not picked up another pitcher. Or Dozy is still out there. Go get him.
Oh yeah.
Or Dozy is still out there. He hasn't been signed. They're talking about he's not going to get signed until midway through spring training. Because if he would have liked the contract or somebody had sent them already, he would have already signed with the club. Obviously, he's looking for something different. Say what you're looking for, bro. We'll get you to you. All right.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic with what's out there. Shohei Ohtani apparently threw live BP today. He was throwing upwards of 100 miles an hour. Hopefully he doesn't blow his arm out again before the season starts. And there goes that experiment. The Angels are definitely banking a lot, I think, on Dylan Bundy having another awesome year. Griff Canning backing up his
Gold Glove year.
Gold Glove year.
Yep.
With another one, Joe Madden said he's on the precipice of fucking blowing up. Yep. So hopefully he does amazing.
Yep. Yeah. I'm surprised that a dude that's managing his players is talking good about them, no?
Yeah.
Never.
No, sometimes you gotta bring them down. You gotta break them down so that they can build themselves back up. Go fuck yourself, Artie. I'm just saying, these are things that have been said.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the Donald Trump little hands. Like,
yeah. Meanwhile, the Dodgers have eight starting pitchers deep. We don't even know which ones we're rolling with. Will Smith said, like, this is the deepest team pitching-wise he's ever seen. So that's impressive. I don't know. What do you think who's your breakout candidate? Okay. I want to know two things. And non-Angel related, and same thing, I won't do a Dodger related.
Okay.
Name your breakout guy from the American League and National League, a hitter and a pitcher. Okay, so let's talk about that first. Name a breakout guy.
Not from the Angels, not from the Dodgers?
Correct.
Okay, shit.
A dude that, like, almost doubles his numbers or whatever.
From last year or, like, 2019?
A breakout guy. A dude that's just like, damn, he's on the verge of being a star. I could go first and I feel better.
I mean, everybody's going to be talking about Tatis right now, right? He was breaking out, and then he kind of fell off at the end of last season. He did.
I mean, if they gave the dude $340 million, I would think he broke out.
He broke out at the beginning. He fell off at the end. That's why
they saying Dylan Bundy had a great year too. You know, I mean,
I hope that he has a decent year this year.
Dylan Bundy broke out in the first half and disappeared in the second.
What are you talking about? He was our ace.
Well, yeah, just because. Doesn't say much.
20 years all the way across. Yeah. He's our ace.
So I mean, go for it.
I think Tatis is actually going to become he's going to give the National League Mookie Betts a run for his money for that MVP race this year. I think he's going to have a full year where he's going to make things happen. I think that's my hitter for the National League. I'm hoping that Bauer has an off year because fuck him now.
Bro, I can't believe you actually thought he was going to the Angels. Like, you really thought that, right? Like, you believe
I thought they were going to throw enough money at him that he was going to be like, fuck it, let's roll.
But isn't that what you guys thought the year before with Garrett Cole? Yeah. And the year before, I can't even remember who it was. And
it doesn't matter at that point anymore.
You know what I'm saying?
We can sit here and talk about all the guys that didn't come.
Yeah, but I was saying, like, you really did believe it, though. You know, like, with your...
Everybody across the board was like, it would be stupid if he didn't go to the Angels.
I mean, he wants to win.
He went to the Dodgers.
Wants to win.
Well, he has that. He has the player option in second year. Pujols is retiring.
God,
finally.
I hope he's gone. I've already told you. I want him. I don't want him on my team. I don't like the dude. I don't care if he wins a damn Cy Young, which he might. I think Walker Buehler's gonna fucking... We'll talk about my guys, dude, right now. We'll talk about my guys. But I said I wouldn't pick a Dodgers.
That's it. We're not talking about Dodgers Angels. Yeah. I like that he's breaking out. I think he's going to come out and give
so
Mookie...
we're still on your hitter, right?
Right. Okay. So pitching-wise, I'm trying to think of who I saw last year. National League now, the other guy I was trying to go get, Mr. Snell, is going to come out and be really pissed off. Because he got traded away. He got pulled in that championship.
Looking for a dude that's going to break out. Snell has a freaking Cy Young under his belt, bro. That's not breakout candidate.
All right, fuck. Yeah.
God, Brent's not... He doesn't do his homework, folks.
I don't sometimes, but I don't have my list of stuff to do.
He doesn't... He can't do it a cappella off of his head.
All right, go ahead, Artie, Mr. Acapella.
All right, so my breakout hitter, I'm going to go American League because I want to do 2 and 2 since I'm very well studied and versed, right? Okay, American League, I'm going to go with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That dude shed close to 50 pounds this year.
Oh, he's a beast. He looks like the Hulk.
He's going to break out this year. He's going to hit, just small prediction numbers. He's going to hit 300 plus batting average, 400 on base percentage, 30 plus home runs, and 100 plus RBIs. I don't think he'll get the 100 runs scored, though, but he'll be close. He'll be
you think he gets 35 home runs?
30 plus. I'm just going 30
You said 35. I'm asking you.
30
do you think he hits 35?
Over under 35?
Yeah.
It just comes down to how many games he plays. I stay under.
He's stupid healthy
I think
right
he's
now.
going to be like 34, to be honest. I think he's going to be 34.
So if I gave you 33, you think he hits 33 easy?
Yeah, I said 34, right?
Well,
Duh. Come on, folks. Okay, so that's my hitter in the American League. My hitter in the National League, breakout dude. A dude that just comes out and just goes bonkers. I don't know if he like... Okay, I really like that rookie over with the Phillies. Alec Boehm, I think is how you say his name.
Boehm?
Yeah, I like that dude. He came in and he did really well. Another dude that I really like is Dylan Carlson, a switch hitter from the Cardinals as well too. They were both rookies last year. Alec was the runner-up for Rookie of the Year, but he came out really late. And he just came on strong. I think he had like 323 with the 400 on base percentage. Nothing special in terms of home runs and RBIs. But did really well. So I like one of those dudes that break out. So I'm not sure if I could count Alec because he was a runner-up as the Rookie of the Year.
Right.
But so if I can't count him, then I'm going to go with Dylan Carlson. Because I really like that dude. I just think he's pretty gifted, a good player, and he's going to settle in. He's got Renato now there. I feel like Renato might mentor him and stuff like that. And he might feel like, all right, I don't have to be the dude because we got the dude now. And the dude is going to take me under his wing and show him and stuff like that. So I think Carlson might be a dude to break out in the NL. In terms of pitchers breaking out, let's see here. Pitchers breaking out. American League, I'm going to say... I really like that dude, Kopech from the Chicago White Sox. I really like him. He's young. He was a rookie last year, but he touches 100 miles per hour. He ended up sitting out last year due to COVID concerns and stuff like that. And I think that kept his arm fresh and stuff like that. So I could see that dude coming out. And I don't know if he qualifies as a rookie this year, but I could see him coming out and being the Rookie of the Year because he didn't play last year, so technically he wouldn't be a rookie, right?
Right.
So I would say Kopech comes out, wins the Rookie of the Year, and wins, I don't know, let's say he wins 15 games, you know? Okay. 15 games, has 200 plus strikeouts, and a 3-point-something ERA. That's just a small prediction.
How many strikeouts?
200?
200?
Yeah, I mean, dude, he throws 100.
Yeah,
you know?
He's gonna...
200 strikeouts for the year is a real good year.
Yeah.
You know, so I think he'll, like, don't get me wrong, I don't think he'll, like, blow past 200, but I think
what's the MLB record for strikeouts in the year?
It was like
modern league,
high 300s. It was like Randy Johnson.
I want to say
it was Randy
Nolan Ryan.
Yeah, well, I know career for sure is Nolan Ryan, but I want to say it was Randy or Nolan Ryan. It was high 300s. I don't think either one broke 400, but like 370s. I had to take a guess.
Okay.
Okay. Over under would be like 375. I don't think it's more than 375. But yeah, be one of the, that'd be my guess. One of those two dudes. But shit, even 375 sounds.
Okay, like the modern era, it would be Nolan Ryan at 383.
Oh, I was right. Real
Sandy
close.
Koufax 382. That was really close. That was really good.
Okay.
But the all-time strikeouts in one season is Matt Kilroy. Mm-hmm. Played in 1886 and was a lefty.
Oh yeah. What was it, like 600?
513.
Yeah, something about right.
Jesus Christ Almighty! That's when they played like 40 games in a week.
Yeah, rubber arms, right?
When they played 19 innings a game.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take Kopech. I call him Kopech is his nickname for me. But Kopech as my breakout in the American League, and this dude's been an all-star, but he hasn't had a full year and. It seems like I feel like he's on the verge of breaking out too.
Right.
His name's Luis Castillo from the Cincinnati Reds. He's had some good years, but like dominant years, like were Trevor Bauer type of thing. He hasn't had that, and I feel like that dude is on the verge of being like a breakout pitcher. He's got some nasty stuff, and when he puts it all together. He's going to be like a 2-point-something ERA guy, 200 strikeouts.
Right.
He plays on a bad team, so I don't think he's going to reach like 20 wins, you know, but he'll be in like the 15 range, you know?
Okay.
So those are my pitchers for breakout pitchers. I mean, again, another dude that I really, but it's a homer pick. I think Guerrero, the Dodgers reliever, I think he's going to break out this year because I think he's going to end up being the closer for the Dodgers.
Is that the dude that throws 100?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he's playing catch?
Right.
Oh, my God.
I think he's going to be a breakout guy this year because he's going to have the saves, you know, and he's going to be out there. I think he's going to, because I don't think he plays the whole season as a closer right from the get-go. I think he clears 30 saves but doesn't quite break 40. You know what I'm saying?
You think that Canley Jansen's still going to open up as the closer?
Well, that's what Dave Roberts said. He's like, well, you know, he's earned the right to be open up as our closer. Does he stay the closer? No, I do not think so.
I doubt that.
I would. Gratterall is the dude. I think
I would make him the setup guy and Gratterall close it down because I mean, Jesus Christ, that guy throws 100 like we're throwing ping pong balls playing beer pong.
And I know that's a homer pick. That's why I picked other dudes. But
think legitimately, that's a very
breakout dude.
That's a very reliable, understandable pick there.
Right.
You can't not go there.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about bounce back guys. Dudes that had horrible seasons and are going to do much better this year. So let's maybe pick a pitcher and a hitter from each league. Again, Brent, I'm sorry that you don't do any homework or really stay versed other than outside of the Angels. Albert Pujols is never going to be a bounce back guy.
The only thing he's bouncing back is those checks next year because we ain't got to pay him no more.
Yeah. Go for it. You don't even have to pick both leagues. Just pick two guys, a pitcher and a hitter.
A pitcher and a hitter coming back.
Bounce back. I already got mine. You want me to go first?
Go first so I can think about it.
Okay. All right. So my National League hitter would be Christian Yelich. He was a 2019 NL MVP. And, dude, I don't know if you guys knew. He had like 219, 220-ish last year. I mean, he had a horrible year. It was a lot of unlucky breaks for him. But still, he just had a horrible year. So I think that dude comes back and goes to form because he's always been a solid player, and he had that incredible year where he got hurt in 2019. And no, did he get hurt in 2019? I think he did. He got hurt right at the end. But still, he comes back, and I don't think he gets like the MVP type of thing. But I think he's a dude that, you know, flirts with 30-20 again, 30 home runs, 20 steals. Same thing, 100 RBIs, 100 run score, probably around there because he's just that good. And his 300 batting average because he has a batting title already under his record. So I'm going to take him as my NL bounce back hitter. If I was doing a homer pick, of course I'd tell you Cody Bellinger, right? Because I don't think he had a very good year last year hitting wise. Okay. But the non-homer pick is definitely Christian Yelich. So.
Okay. Did you know MLB actually said Gavin Lux would be your breakout comeback or breakout player at second base?
I could see it. Okay, didn't know that, but go for it.
Right on. American League.
Oh, you want me to do both? I'm trying to give you a chance.
We're good.
So American League bounce back hitter this year. Who had a really bad year in the American League? That was just like, oh, what happened to this guy? Judge? Does Judge count? Judge got hurt, or maybe the catcher Gary Sanchez.
He did get a lot of shit. He got shit on like crazy because he forgot how to hit a ball.
I'm gonna take Gleyber Torres. All right, there you go. That's my breakout, my bounce back dude. And I know Evan's gonna be happy, but he was dog shit last year. And Evan was like, "It's Gleyber Day every day, blah blah blah." Right? Yeah, Mr. Gleyber Day that could barely hit 200 and not even break double-digit home runs. Blah blah blah. Right? But he is really damn good. Okay, so I'm gonna say Gleyber bounces back to the year before when he was just an absolute beast. Right? So I'll take Gleyber Day, Gleyber Torres from the Yankees as a bounce back hitter because he was him and I don't believe in Sanchez. I'll tell you that Sanchez I just don't think is that dude. You know, I don't believe that. But I will take Gleyber for sure, bouncing back because Gleyber had a very bad year.
Right.
There you go. You got. What about just give me one hitter, Brent? Come on.
I mean, I would like to see one of my guys. We're gonna go homers.
We're not going homers. We said that.
I'm going homer because I know my Angels like the back of the hand. What is that?
Is this an Angels podcast or is this a blown save?
We're getting into okay. How many blown saves do the Angels have? They're literally the name of the podcast, bro. They blow too many goddamn games because we have no pitching. We have plenty of people to hit the ball and field the ball. I didn't say great.
How many guys hit 300 for you last year?
One.
Who? Don't say
it
Trout.
It wasn't Trout.
Okay.
No, it was Rendon. Rendon actually hit 300 last year.
Did he?
It was like
I was going to say
302.
Fletcher.
No, it was. Oh, Fletcher was a good one though. David Fletcher handled business last year. He's supposed to have a breakout season this year.
God, we're about to end the podcast a little early today, folks, because Brent knows nothing about baseball with regards to anybody outside the Angels. So it's So let's talk about breakout pitchers here, okay? And now, we said comeback pitchers. Comeback pitchers. The dude I really want to say, I really think Walker Buehler is going to be like.
He's going to be stupid good, dude.
I think he's going to be stupid good too. But again, we're not taking the homer pick, so I'm
I'm already taking your homer pick. I'm going homer pick on back to back because we talked about this already.
Bounce back here, and now that a dude that was just like, wow, you're brutal last year. I'm gonna take like I don't know what his numbers were like, but I like Marcus Stroman. You know, he didn't do quite as well as I thought he was gonna do with the Mets, but now he's got other dudes over there with him, and I feel like he re-signed with the Mets, and I thought he was gonna break out last year because he's had good years, but he's never really done anything more than be like a 500 pitcher, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, he's gonna break out last year, right? And he didn't. And he's a dude that I still like to like break out. Where like, oh, dude, this dude is a. When I say a breakout, like I'm talking about like a top 5 or top 3 contender for the Cy Young. And I think he's gonna be a top 3, top 5, top 5. I don't know about top 3, dude, because I mean the Dodgers are loaded. The Padres are loaded. So. But I'll say top 5, and then he's still got his teammate DeGrom, who's going to be a top 5 pitcher. But a dude that flirts with being a top 5 possible bounce back year, dude, is it's probably going to be Stroman.
Here's a wild question for you, coming out of left field here.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to be the return player of the year? Because there were players that sat out the season last year because of COVID concerns. They didn't want to play the 60-game season. Who do you think that sat out is going to come back, and since they had that 1 year rest or whatever, that's going to come back and just blow it up?
Michael Kopech from the Chicago White Sox.
Other than Kopech.
Wait, that's not what you asked.
This is true. I didn't ask that, but other than Kopech, who else?
I had said it earlier.
He did. No, he did, and that's why I'm saying Kopech no, because you already talked about him.
Yeah.
But who else do you think?
I'd have to see the list because I don't know everybody. I could think of like David Price. Simmons. Are you talking about the whole year, or they took the year off?
They took the year off because of COVID concerns.
You know what? Puig could be a dude that I put up there. You know, if someone signs him, I think he's still right at that prime of his career.
He's trying.
You know, I know he's trying, and I think his attitude, man, has led people the wrong way. You know,
his off the field antics. Yeah.
So, but he'd be like a dude that didn't play last year, that was signed by the Braves, and then caught COVID, and like, oh damn. Well, there you go. You're done. You know.
Fucking bye.
Yeah. So I mean, he'd be a dude that I would like to see play back in baseball right now.
Do you think? And here. So tangent from the question. Do you think he doesn't get picked up this year, but next year they have the universal DH? Do you think he gets picked up next year if the universal DH?
I think someone's going to pick him up this year. I think and I hope. You know, I think and I hope that someone picks him up this year. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. And I'd have to see the list to see who else didn't make it, you know, to be able to answer that question. So, yeah.
Homework for next week, then?
Yeah, maybe some homework for next week. Let's get into maybe it's the fights for tonight. What's going to happen?
Yeah, so Canelo's fighting, which is why we came, well, other than, you know, spending time together and you seen your godson and almost chopping off his finger. Taking his hand off, basically, at this point.
Yeah, right.
Blaming me, by the way, for it. But Canelo Alvarez is fighting. How do you pronounce this dude's last name?
I don't even know who he's fighting, to be honest.
One second. Canelo. I gotta look at this dude's freaking Yildirim.
Yildirim?
Yildirim? Yildirim?
Sounds right.
There's an I between the D and the R. Yildirim. They're actually going to start fighting here in about, 15 minutes? 10 minutes?
I don't think so, but alright.
Well, it says 7:30. They're supposed to be heading to the ring.
Yeah, and they're always on time.
About 15 minutes or so. Come on.
I say 8:30 it starts.
Oh, no way. They started at 4 p.m., not 5.
Okay.
Look it up. Somebody look it up. Somebody at home look it up and tell Artie that I'm right for once. Jesus Christ. What were we saying? Oh, the Canelo Alvarez fights. I mean, I'm always going to root for Canelo because, you know, Ben is the next Canelo because he's the whitest brown boy I know. We might as well just call him Benjamin Canelo Sanchez. So, you know, we'll just rock and roll there.
I was looking at the undercard because I know there's a local boy that's fighting in it, and I'm drawing a blank on his name right now.
Okay.
Where are you at, dude? Diego Pacheco. He's a East LA dude. So he's fighting Rodolfo Gomez. Yeah, man, he's fighting. So I'm really excited about that. So I want to see Canelo. I want to see the Pacheco fight more than anything. And he is on the undercard. It looks like he's the second to the main card.
Mm-hmm.
Title fights because he's a little bit down there because it's Canelo Alvarez and Avni Wilderham, right? And then we got another title fight, Williams Arroyo versus Abraham Rodriguez, 12 rounds. Then we got something Zhang versus Jerry Forrest, that's a 10 round. And then Diego Pacheco, so he's fourth to the top, is fighting 8 rounds super middleweights versus Rodolfo Gomez Jr. So I'm always going to be supporting the local dudes and the Mexicans, and he is both.
Right on.
So yeah, and according to Brett's calculations, he should have already fought, which he didn't. Actually, you know, he's probably fighting right now.
It says right now what time Canelo and Yildirim fighting. It says main event is scheduled for 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That would put it at 7:30.
Okay, so scheduled and fighting are different things. Okay, I didn't deny that was not scheduled. I'm saying they're not fighting at that time.
Right.
Okay. So, alright. So, that's all I got for you guys today. Brendan, it'd be nice if you did some homework outside of the Angels so we could talk some baseball.
Joe Adele is going to get traded mid-season for some other people.
Once it's past too late for them to make the playoffs.
Yep.
There is no expanded playoffs roster, so of course you guys missed the playoffs again.
Right. I already said that's going to happen if we have no pitching. Unless...
Trout came out and said it's weighing on him that they're not making the playoffs, and the easy way to cut that out is to make the playoffs. Well,
unless Ohtani can actually pitch for the season.
He's not even that, bro. Even that. Although it was pretty cool. I saw a little clip of him taking some BP, took some smooth swings. Must have hit a ball like 420 feet of right field. That was pretty easy. I almost hit a car out there. It's pretty nice, you know?
I mean, it's good that he's hitting the ball, but I need him to throw the ball.
Yeah.
We need more people to throw the ball on the Angels squad. Mm-hmm. Forget hitting. We got enough people to hit the ball. Mm-hmm. Come on. We do.
I mean, you got dudes that throw the ball. They don't throw it good, but they throw the ball.
Okay. We do have dudes that can throw the ball, just not well. Just not at the elite position. Although, if Griffin Canyon has a crazy year... Dylan Bundy backs his up with a decent outing, and Ohtani can pitch. Stranger things have happened.
Third place, baby.
Stranger things have happened.
Third place.
Yes or no? Stranger things have happened.
They have. Yeah, sure. Just don't see it.
I don't either. Yeah. Honestly, I
actually like Canning. I really think Canning. I like that.
You do like Canning.
I told you, I liked him since last year.
Yeah, you like the Griff.
I'm a non-believer in Dylan Bundy. You know, he faded in the second half of last year.
We got Quintana and Cobb rounding out the bottom of that shit. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Non-believer in Ohtani as well too. I just feel I don't know. I don't know. My instinct tells me something wrong.
With 8 starting pitchers on the Dodgers roster, who gets bumped out pretty quickly?
I don't like David Price. I've already told you that. It's easier for me to say who are the 5 dudes I want to see, right?
Who are the 5 of the 8 that you want?
Okay, I want Buehler, I want Kershaw, I want Power.
You don't want him, you're gonna take him.
Yeah. I want Urias and Dustin May.
Okay, so who's left over?
So that's Gosling's that's out. That's Price that's out, and who would be the other dude? I know you're right. There is 8.
Did you say May?
No, May's already in. He'd be my number 5.
Oh, your number 5 guy?
I feel like there is one more dude that's missing in there.
I want to say there's one more because you guys had 8.
They said 8 too.
Yeah.
I can't think of who the 8th one would be off the top of my head. Gosling. I feel bad for Gosling is the one I feel bad for.
So of the of the two other ones that we can think of right now, which one would you keep? Which one would you trade away?
Oh, I'd trade Price in a heartbeat for anything. Just even if they took his contract off our hands and we don't get
a bucket of balls and you pay $1 million?
No, we don't pay nothing. We'll take the bucket of balls. You take him and his contract.
How much you guys owe him this year?
I don't know because we didn't sign his. We just took on his contract to be able to get Mookie.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, it was worth it to get Mookie. All right, So
and you guys didn't have to pay him last year, right?
I really don't know.
I don't think you guys had to pay him last year because he didn't play.
Yeah, no. All right. But we got to get inside because the wives
We're getting yelled at already about the fight's going to start, yada yada.
And I need this MacBook to actually get the fight going inside the living room because, I stream my stuff.
And you have to put another fucking Apple product in there.
Yeah.
Can we get real computers? It took me 30 minutes.
It was interesting. The other day I thought about you too because I was seeing that Androids make up 60% of the phones used in the United States. I didn't know that. I mean, and still you guys suck balls and always look up to iPhones.
iPhones are always trying to be what these guys are.
Nobody ever tries to compare you. Like, you guys are worried about, like, look, we can do that too. We did it 2 months ago. We did it 2 years ago. And iPhones don't even have to promote themselves when they sell it.
Oh, my God. Because
just
terrible machines.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, thanks you guys for hanging out. We'll have the recording up in a couple days. I'll probably do it on Monday night after work. I'll put the recording up. But thanks to a few of you guys. I saw you guys on YouTube saying hi and being there. And make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and all the other fun jazz. We'll be back this coming up Friday at our regularly scheduled time. Correct?
Sounds good.
Correct. All right, guys. Go Canelo. And we'll see you all next week.
All right.
Later.